Hey guys, it's Cole from TCG Cardcast, and today I am here with
Jay.
Jesus.
Arron.
And today we're going to be doing another, what's the installation, right? Installation of Cardcast?
I guess it would be
Another episode. Another episode of TCG Cardcast. So today I figured, because Duel Power just got released, we're not going to talk about Duel Power because we just cucked you guys, and instead we're going to talk about what we think this year's Legendary Dex is going to be, because we just got our Legendary Collection, I'm using some rather big air quotes there, in Duel Power.
Yeah, we would talk about Duel Power, but two of us haven't opened it yet. So.
Yeah, you guys
can't seem to find it.
Yeah,
You know what? Why don't you buy me one?
You know what? Yeah, pay me for it. I'll bring it to you. Yeah, I'll do that.
It's like
I'm
some kind of Yu-Gi-Oh drug deal going on.
Hey, I don't judge you, do I?
No.
I'd be willing.
To buy drugs from me?
You know what?
You know what? That too.
How I see you, how you are. I'm willing to see how what you're on.
You want? I mean, it's all under the hat, right? But back to shit that won't get me criminally arrested. But yeah. So Duel Power got released. It arguably, in my honest opinion, I think it's probably the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh product of the past couple years.
I think so. Yeah.
Granted, I was a really big fan of Legendary Hero decks. I still think Duel Power, even though Impermanence is short print, I still think Duel Power is probably the best item of Yu-Gi-Oh. The best Yu-Gi-Oh product we're probably gonna get this year at least.
I mean, it's already been sold out in
several. So you guys can't find it because it's just sold out, right?
Yeah.
It's just not in stores for all over.
People are buying it like it's going out of style, and it's crazy.
You know why? It's because, again, as I just
Impermanence.
It's Impermanence. Impermanence is short print. I think is Impermanence the only short print card in that?
I think it's the only short print card in that entire set.
God, that's so weird.
That's
I think, to be fair, at least I have mine. What was the one guy? Louis, the guy that was here earlier.
Yeah.
He. I was sitting next to him, and I was talking to you, and he tapped my shoulder, and I was like, "What's up?" And he
just flexes his infinite impermanence.
He took out his deck box, and he slid a play set of them out of the deck box and went, "I'm carrying," and he put it back, and I was like, "What?" He practically just took a Glock out of his pocket, cocked it, and put it back. Like, he told me he was armed. I was like, okay.
He must have pulled one from each box if you bought three, three from one box. That's crazy.
Well, to be fair, I did watch Nod Lammers and Mio Lammers open their boxes, that being Invoke 101 and Angel of Alchemy open their boxes. They got some really good pulls out of theirs too. I think I just got unlucky. If people have seen my Duel Power opening, I feel like I was just really unlucky with my opening. My brother, on the other hand.
No, I was about to say.
Drew, my brother Drew, opened an Ash, an Ogre. What's the other one?
I don't. Ghost Bell. Was it Ghost Bell?
I opened Ghost Bell. I did get a Ghost Bell.
You got that at least.
I actually, because what we did was we went to Walmart. We'll get to the Legendary Dex thing in a minute. I just wanted to, figure we might as well talk about Duel Power a little bit because it's
why not?
It's in style, right? We went to Walmart to go get them, and we walk in and we're like, all right. First of all, it was funny because parents still not a big fan of us buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like they're okay with it, but they're on the kind of side where they're like, we're not gonna drive you places to fucking buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit like that. Still working on the license, by the way. I figured because I'm going to Arizona in like a couple months. There's no real reason to get my California license if I have to get an Arizona one the second I'm done. The second I'm moving, so figured I'd just wait. But we walk in. And we went under the pretense that it was a trip to go to Walmart to try to find Sour Patch Kids cereal. By the way, we found it. It's actually really good.
You found the cereal?
It's really good. It's like
See, I was curious on that. I'm gonna go off of Yu-Gi-Oh to Sour Patch cereal real fast.
On Thursday, I will bring a bag of it. I really want you to try it.
It just sounds so nasty.
It really does.
It's really not. Okay, it's like, imagine Sour Patch Kids, right? But take out the sour, and then give them the consistency of a Fruit Loop.
So they're just fucking Patch Kids.
Yeah, they're just Patch Kids.
Personally, I want to try those Oreos.
Oreos fucking slap, dude.
What about the vanilla wafer
I've not
cereal?
had that.
I haven't found them yet.
But so anyways,
what is it? Is it just like vanilla wafers put in?
Probably.
I heard it was like this Twinkie cereal also.
That's fucking whack, dude. Not even Twinkies are.
I mean, that's right.
Anyways. So
I actually bought Twinkies a lot when I thought they were going off the show, so I'm not even gonna
as long as we don't insult Twinkies, because boss lady's gonna get mad.
So back to
Oreos, you're not allowed to insult those either.
Yeah, but Back to Duel Power though. So we walk in and we go to the card section. The card section's right there by the door. Really helpful, by the way. I really appreciate that. Unlike Target where there's some at the front, but all the good stuff's in the back with like all the other like all the kids' toys and shit like that. But walking in, there's 2 on the shelf, and I'm like, perfect. I have what I came here for. My brother walks ahead of me and he grabs one, and I go, "Are you actually gonna get one?" He goes, "I think I have enough money for it." And I go, "You sure about that? Maybe you sure?" Because I'm trying to coax him into not buying it so I can buy both of them for my opening. Eventually, I can't get him to not buy it because I made the foolish mistake of having him watch someone open 12 different boxes. And he was.
And guess what he ended up with?
Yeah, and guess what he ended up with, right? I'm pretty sure the boxes got mixed up when we put them in the bag, but I really don't give a shit. In all honesty, my brother's cards end up being mine anyways. I think half the cards in my original Cyber Dragon deck are Drew's. Not my current day one though. I think I bought everything in that deck, except for I think the Dry. I think the Dry is still Drew's, but not like he gives a crap about that anyways. I was just thinking, I'm like, I can't just do one Duel Power, right? Like that's gonna be super boring. No one's just gonna sit there and watch one Duel Power opening. Shout out to Cyber Knight. But so I figured, I was like, so what do I do instead of that? And I looked to the left. I saw the Yusei tin and the Jaden tin, and I went, I never opened one of these. Picked one up, got home, did the opening, and I decided, you know what, save the best for last. For the video, we'll do the Duel Power opening last. And so I opened up the tin, pulled a Saryuja Skull Dragon out of the tin, which is I think it's the most expensive card in the tin. That was all my luck for that entire pull. It was all my luck.
Yeah.
It was in that.
You got nothing else for the rest of it.
No. I was hoping for like a Noxter or a Galaxy Soldier or some Ashes or an Impermanence. Nope. Best thing I got out of that was like a Bell. No, I did get the Magic Gate of Miracles, but Drew ended up getting Card of Demise. So I traded Drew for Demise. But long story short, unless you're me, buy Duel Power.
I would say just buy it anyways.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, who doesn't like any of the protagonists like fucking monsters?
Yeah, I do wanna ask, what were your favorite reprints, or not reprints, favorite artworks, like rate them.
Well, I gotta say, see, as much as like all of them, Neo's got the best like reprint.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Are we a Neos fanboy
I'm
club?
definitely a sucker for Neos and Heroes. I think Neos beats the shit out of all the rest of them. I mean, Stardust Dragon is alright,
Yeah,
but
Stardust
I mean,
Dragon's
like
pretty
it's
cool.
very cluttered. It seems like it just seems very cluttered for his artwork. So I think Neos is just very clean.
Yeah.
Dark Magician was kind of boring. It kind of looks like the rest of them.
So that's something I was gonna say. I would have said Dark Magician if Dark Magician hadn't had like 15 alternate artworks already.
Yeah.
I feel like the pizzazz was taken out. I'm pretty sure this is Stardust Dragon and this is Stardust Dragon, Utopia,
This is all
Neos.
of them. Everybody except
all of them except for Odd Eyes.
Yeah.
And Dark Magician, because those both got
Bunch of
alternate
artworks.
artworks in no, they didn't both get alternate artworks in the legendary decks, but Odd Eyes did get his first.
Yeah.
What's your first Odd Eyes artwork, or for your favorite Odd Eyes artwork?
I've only seen the one from Duel Power. I don't.
You don't even know what the original one looks like.
I think I might have seen it, but I don't really care for anything past like GX, to be honest.
This is true.
I've not even seen like an original like
Yeah.
Stardust Dragon artwork.
What was your favorite card, Jesus, out of Duel Power?
far as
Not favorite card, but like favorite promo.
As far as artwork, I actually have to agree that Neos has definitely got the.
I was talking again. I talked to Nod Mio a lot, and I was like, what's your guys' favorite? Or, no, I think Selena asked it. Selena asked, she was like, oh, what's your guys' favorite alternate artwork? And both of them said Neos got the worst.
They're stupid.
All right, well.
I'm kidding, but like,
I
mean, opinions exist for a reason. So
I kept hearing so much hate for the Odd Eyes one. I kind of like it.
I don't know. I feel like it looks like he's like looking away from like the.
I feel like it looks ominous.
It's weird.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't look like a dragon. It just looks like a
yeah.
snake.
Speaking of dragons, you can step out if you want to. Jay literally said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to say, I believe you guys were just talking. I just walked back in, but at the same time, I think you guys were just talking about what the least. My least favorite actually was the Deco Talker.
I don't get the hype behind it. I don't get it. It wasn't that cool of an artwork.
No, oh wait, there's hype behind Deco?
There's so much hype. People were like, I love this artwork so much. I don't.
I
get it.
mean, I personally like the regular Deco.
The freaking
Talker.
Odd Eyes artwork was way better than the Decode one.
I mean, I don't like Odd Eyes in general, personally for me, because I don't like pendulums.
Yeah. Well, I think I might try an Odd Eyes deck. Like not like an Odd Eyes Pendulum deck, but like an Odd Eyes like.
Oh, like their actual, because I know they actually have their own.
Well, they have
style.
an alternative dragon now that is actually really cool, and I thought he looks really cool too, and I figured I might as well try him out. But
See, the only thing good for me, because I'm a huge, like, when it comes to like archetypes and everything, is like I love dragons, so it's
Right.
like that's the only thing going for them for me.
yeah.
So I'm like,
Unfortunately, my time's gonna have to be cut short because work calls. I know. I want to sit here.
You gotta pay for those dual powers.
Yeah, I gotta pay for the dual powers. The more dual, you can't get dual powers without putting in hours. Okay,
Yeah.
over at like your job. So,
Yeah.
as for the legendary decks, I will say this.
Yeah. Let's use this as our segue.
Let's just use this as a quick little. I want to say if we get any legendary decks that have nothing to it, like if they don't include like any like actual good main characters, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Only because I don't want to get some like stupid ass side character, like legendary deck. Like that's not legendary.
legendary deck.
By the way,
Raptor.
by the way, guys, Taya, Tristan, and Duke confirmed for legendary decks 5.
I'm thinking of Taya deck. It's gonna just be like Yugi's deck with like.
It'll be.
I won't lie.
It'll just be
I'll
like.
buy it.
It'll just be a 40 card deck of Happy Lover.
Although I did want to say this in case if it's said later. I remember I was talking to Cole earlier today. He was saying how we need to get just a pack of tokens from main characters or just characters and just.
Were you guys there when I was talking to him about that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I think I was talking to him. I was like, they should make a pack where it's just tokens. So like all the cards that make tokens but don't have token cards, like Sky Striker Engage that has a token. Dandelion doesn't have a token, like it's banned, but it doesn't have tokens. So I feel like it would sell really well, like $2 packs, just tokens.
Yeah. I
Fluff
think
tokens, Fiend Sanctuary tokens.
we need Jaden tokens. Just saying.
Jaden
We don't
tokens?
have any Jaden tokens in America because they're all sold out. But
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll have to catch you guys later.
All right, bud.
All right.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
All right. So as we lose him, we might gain someone.
Ooh, cool. All right, that'd be cool. Cool. Corbin stops by.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was Corbin.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna use Arron's leaving as an excuse to talk about the legendary decks for this year.
Obviously.
So let's first talk about like what legendary decks have happened so far. We had
Yeah.
Yugi's legendary decks, which were his Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and his final duel deck.
I think so.
And then they had
The Kaiba and Joe. We know we had Joey first, right?
no, and the first one was Yugi's legendary decks, which was
Yeah,
the one
I know
with
that.
yeah,
And
and then the
then-
second one was the legendary decks 2, which was Kaiba's Blue Eyes, Yugi's Dark Magician / Exodia, and Joey's Red Eyes, and that was the first time we ever received playable copies of the Egyptian God cards.
I won't lie. I think as much as I love Joey, I think Joey's legendary box was the worst.
Oh yeah, no yeah. Then we got the next one after that. I think was Dragon decks.
I think so.
I think that was
Was it
I don't-
Legend that one?
I don't actually know. I don't know if they took a break or not.
I thought they took a break after that. I think they took it was like Legendary Collection 2, wasn't it? Or like there's a Legendary Collection something.
Well, no, I think there's always been like legendary collections. There's legendary collection Yugi's World, Joey's
Yeah.
World. Then they did GX.
Right, did the GX stuff.
Yeah,
They did that right after Joey, didn't they?
They did the binder one, and then they did the box one with that came with the playmat. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring this.
Yeah. But I do think that this year's legendary. So they did Yugi's decks, the 3 best boys out of original Yu-Gi-Oh, and then they did what was it called? The Dragon decks, followed by the Hero decks. Am I missing one? I don't think I'm missing one, right? There's only.
I don't think you're missing one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm missing one. No, I'm not. I have been preaching to Arron about this one. I have been saying we need a legendary collection GX, a legendary decks GX. The decks involved, a lot of people aren't going to be very happy about this because I feel like these characters I feel like this obviously the most important character gets so much love already, but Jaden, in that we can get a common reprint of Air Neos first of all. Common reprint of all the Neos fusions, that would be very helpful, and an ultra rare copy of original Neos in his original artwork. But it would also give us an excuse to get an ultra rare Yubel in the newer ultra rare format. So I figured doing that would be a really really good idea. So Corbin just joined us.
Ah,
How you doing, bud?
apparently I'm part of this now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, welcome.
Cole dragged me. Hi there.
That's an entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what we think this year's legendary deck should be.
Okay.
And we were-
Legendary deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we figured last year was the dragons, and then they did the heroes. They kind of, but I feel like they're still kind of trying to linger to that character feel. Like I think like part of the selling point of the hero decks was Aster Phoenix's Destiny hero deck or something
If
like
they
that.
do another deck, do you think they're gonna go 5Ds at all? You think they're gonna do like a Yusei
I think they're gonna do GX.
GX?
I think they're gonna do Legendary Dex GX, and they're gonna do a Yugi deck. Inside the Yugi deck, or Jaden.
Jade, yeah.
Inside the Jaden deck,
like-
they will do. They'll have a reprint, a common reprint of every single Neospacian fusion card that Jaden played.
Okay.
Air Neos, Grand Neos, Dark Neos, God Neos, Rainbow Neos.
That'd
all
be cool to
those
get
guys.
reprints of them.
That is a very interesting view on it. I don't really know. That sounds like, why do you think they're gonna reprint everything?
Well, it's not reprint. Why? It's just like it would make the most logical sense. Like they've already done Legendary Collection, or they already did. I keep saying Legendary
So you
Collections.
think they're just gonna do a bunch of reprints?
Well, not reprints.
Well,
I think they're.
they're just like going down the line. Like
Like
main
going down the line, like
characters.
they've already done legendary decks for Yugi, and then legendary decks with Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey.
Yeah.
And then they kind of slowly moved away from character decks, but I feel like that's kind of a big selling point for people is nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like those legendary decks. I feel like
That's-
it's
okay, so that's for the logic.
Yeah, I feel like
as soon
that's-
as you said that, I was like, really? You think they're just gonna do a bunch of reprints? That
yeah.
sounds-
Well, I feel like reprints isn't the point, but I feel like reprints is a good. I feel like it's a good opportunity for reprints.
Yeah.
Like Air Neos, that's still a $150 card. That's still insane for how. Well, yes, it's the best Neospatian fusion. It's still a terrible card because it's still a Neospatian fusion.
Yeah.
As much as I fucking love Heroes. I fucking love Heroes, dude, so much. I love Heroes so much. That I don't see any chance for that card getting reprinted, except for in a legendary deck with
Yeah.
Yugi. I can see him doing Yugi, and then I can see him doing Cyrus, and then maybe either Chaz or Jesse.
I love how you called Jaden Yugi.
Did I do it again?
You did it again.
God damn it, I did it again. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Jaden Yugi.
Jaden Yuki, yeah, maybe. But for Cyrus's deck, give us they could finally print Shuttleroyd in English,
Yeah.
which is something that hasn't been done. They could reprint, give him an excuse to print Power Bond in Ultra Rare, new Ultra Rare. That'd be pretty cool.
That was definitely an excuse to do that.
Yeah, and then they'd also have a good excuse to reprint a couple of the other, maybe
Roids.
some new Roid cards. Yeah, like
I would love some more Roids. I love Roids in general.
what was the one card he played when he was dueling Zane? It was something magic mirror or whatever, and like whenever you would be dealt effect damage that was equal to the equipped monster's attack inflicted to your opponent instead. So he power bonded Parapsychoroid and equipped it with the reflector mirror, and then when power bond was gonna hit Cyrus back for 16, he was gonna throw it right back at Zane. But then like Zane countered it obviously, but like
Yeah.
it'd be a good excuse to print some cards that haven't been printed yet.
Was that an actual card in the series? I
Yep.
always thought that was just like a fake card that they brought in. Like, you know how they always have like that weird card.
Well, like a
that-
one-off side.
Yeah,
Like just for once.
he's
Yeah,
only used it
that
like once,
one
but
duel kinda
yeah,
thing,
he's only
yeah.
used it like once, and I think it was in that duel. But it would give them excuses to print other cards.
I
like
know
that.
it's an excuse. Okay, so I feel like if they're gonna print any card, they wouldn't do something like that.
Right.
Because if they did something like that's only never been printed, they wouldn't do like one-offs. That's what
Right.
they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
They would do cards
Except for
that.
God Neos. Go ahead.
Well, God Neos is.
There's a lot of one-off cards that they have printed only because they're good enough and cool enough to be printed. But I feel like like cards like just one-off random side character cards aren't really ever gonna make much spotlight room.
Unfortunately, that's the case.
Yeah.
And for people who love this nostalgia and who love the hell out of character decks,
Yeah.
who would love to just like.
I'm pointing
Yes.
at myself. You guys can't see it, but I'm pointing at myself.
Yes, you. Like
Very
just like
intensely,
the-
might add. His hand was
Oh yeah,
shaking
very
when he did that.
intensely. I was like poking myself in the face.
Yeah, just like you just want all the like one-off cards.
Yeah. I like having all my options. That's why
Of course.
Jaden's deck has 30 cards in his extra deck.
Does it have 30 now? Does it have more than that?
That's
Now, or is it 30?
I realized the other day that Jaden did play more than 30 cards in his fusion deck, only because
God.
he played 34.
34? Is that the
No,
cap off, or is it more, or is it less?
I think no, it was 32 actually. It was 32 because Neo Bubble Man was a fusion in the show, and then there was a version of Clayman that was like equipped with a trap card, and that was also a fusion. It was like Clayman with like Clay Charger. It was like Clayman and like a Go Buggy or some shit like that. He used it like twice.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're saying. Wait,
Yeah.
I think was it really on the fusion?
It was
Or
a
just
purple
on
card.
the Clayman?
It was a purple card.
Go Buggy?
It was like a Clay Charger or something like
Clay
that.
Charger?
Say, like, because I remember Clayman, he had that weird equip card where it looked like he was in a go-kart or whatever. But
Yeah,
was
yep, that's
but
it.
For the
He seemed like he was in like a Mario Kart. Yeah, it was like a
yeah,
fusion
it was
card.
like a Mario.
Is that
Kart.
like
I
with Cyrus or something, or is it
No.
those are actually?
That was just a Jaden card.
Yeah, no.
That
Jaden
sounds
played
weird.
it.
He
Yeah,
used.
but
I think
Jaden-
he uses it when he duels the Undertaker guy. What's his name?
Jinzo when it was
no,
over
no,
the
not-
No, you
turned
talking about
into
the teacher?
No, not the teacher. The guy who was like faking the Millennium Puzzle.
Oh, him.
God, I can't remember that guy's name. He like kidnapped Alexis and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send her to the Shadow Realm."
No, I remember
Yeah,
the guy. I just don't remember that card in that duel. I remember like when he dueled like the teacher. What was the teacher's name? Like his teacher that got turned to dust.
That's right. No, when it was when Banner turned into it was when Banner revealed himself to be Omnail. That's when it was. That's when he played it. Yeah.
okay, yeah, but it wasn't on the fusion. I thought it was just on regular Clayman.
I think it was the Japanese version. It was a fusion card.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But it was Clayman. Okay, I'm really confused here.
But I then realized that Jaden technically played all the evil hero fusions. I'm not gonna
Oh
put
my
I'm
God.
not putting evil heroes in Jaden's deck. Don't jump the gun here. That's a totally different character deck. All right, coming soon. That's a totally different character deck. All right. By the way,
Oh wait,
go ahead.
what? You have all these like a different archetype for Jaden. Like, throw in evil heroes. Why not?
Yeah.
Just
random.
Just your extra deck. So slowly but surely going to be higher than your attack.
Well, the thing is, Ubel is in that deck, so you technically could play all the evil heroes if I played Dark Fusion in that deck. Because Ubel, if I decided to toss Ubel in the deck, she is a fiend monster, and she would
Oh.
count as the materials to make those monsters.
So Super Poly could work for
Yep.
anything.
Yep. You can put in Dark
wait,
Gaia and all that shit.
Are you trying to make the actual functional deck, or are you trying to make a pure character deck?
Just pure character decks, dude.
So wait,
all the time.
why would Ubel be in the evil deck then? But
She'd
wasn't
be
really
in, she'd be
there
in the
yet.
no she'd be in the Jaden deck. Jay was saying like if I just tossed them all into Jaden's deck.
Oh God.
For okay, I know you're not even start. Did you don't know if you even started on the evil character deck? And I know we're going off topic.
Oh,
here.
the evil Jaden deck. No,
Yeah.
I've not worked on it yet. I'm still
I'm
collecting.
assuming that even though you're gonna have to get another copy of Ubel,
I'm
I
so far
know
from done.
I know Ubel is definitely gonna be in the evil.
Nope.
Jade. Really?
No, she wasn't in that deck.
She wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Thought she
Jaden
was.
didn't even know that she was at fault for making him the Supreme King in the first place until like a couple episodes after he was done being the Supreme King.
Was it?
Yeah, Bastion was like,
I-
dude,
It's been forever since I watched like GX. I won't lie.
It was like, yeah, it was like when Jaden was like, you know what, fuck this, I can't do it, and he walked off, and then Zane had to duel Jesse that was being possessed by Ubel. Jaden went off and dueled some random archfiend, and then Bastion showed up and he was like, dude, it wasn't your fault. Ubel was manipulating you, and she made you into the Supreme King. And he goes, oh, okay, well I guess that gives me a little more, pride in myself. All right, fine, maybe I can win this. And then that leads on to like the rest of the end of season 3 and shit like that.
Was that also a thing in the subs? Because I rewatched the sub recently. I don't know if like they pinned Ubel. Like they pinned the fact that she was directly caused in terms of like if she weren't
Yeah.
here, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think
His
that's
choices.
Yeah.
Still like.
Well, I don't think.
might
Yeah,
be
I was like
something.
paraphrasing. I think in the English dub they definitely did say like it was Ubel. She was behind all of it.
Oh, okay.
Because they said.
I just wanted to make
yeah.
sure for my part because I was like,
Yeah.
I know as much
Yeah.
about GX as I thought.
Yeah. No, I'm the fucking GX lore master, dude.
Oh,
I know everything about GX.
That's why I was looking at you for like this because it's been a while
Yeah.
since I watched it.
Dude, you know what we should do one day? I should
Binge.
I was something along those lines. I was saying we should all get together, and then just have like a live stream or like live stream to like a website or something like that. Like I'll make I already have a Cardcast website, but like stream to the website and it's just like 24 hours of us just binging GX.
Couldn't you just like do a YouTube channel and then start streaming and just have that up?
Well, I don't think you can because
It'd
YouTube
be copyright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
YouTube
no.
take you down. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, remember way back when that wasn't a
Yeah.
thing? Remember that when you could
Good
actually
old
have fun
days.
with live streams?
Yeah.
Saw the good old days when it didn't matter and people. I mean,
it
there's already channels. I mean,
Well, to be fair, people did react to like episodes of like Dragon Ball Super, and what they would do is they would green screen their base cam in the big center of the screen, and then behind them in black and white and in inverse photo, they would have the episode playing behind them.
Oh Jesus.
But none of the audio would be playing, so it would be just them being like, "Oh man, that's happening," and you just barely be able to tell what's happening behind them.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No,
or
it's not a
bad
good-
thing.
no, it's not a good thing.
It didn't sound like a good thing. Good.
could we even get away with like just like our faces in the corner? And, like there were like I know there's a bunch of reaction videos like oh is that
Jay, do you want to take time for me
I
real
mean,
quick, bud?
there's a way
no
that
of course not. I would never check the time for you.
The
Okay,
way
cool.
Team 4-Star did it, whenever they would review like movies or whatever, is they would actually put on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
How they would do it is they'd say, "Start your thing in like 3, 2, 1 now."
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I think that's how like Kagi Films and all those other guys would do it. They would
Here's
like
the
do like
problem,
group
though, you're not
reaction
doing
videos.
a movie, so if it's a TV series, first off, you gotta make sure everyone's watching the same thing.
Yeah, that's
make
true.
sure they're all watching subbed or dubbed.
Yeah,
And then after that, you also have to make sure that they're all watching on the same thing. Like
On the
if
same
it's
channel,
like
yeah.
Verve or YouTube or just whatever, wherever it's on that
Yeah.
you're watching it, everyone has to be on the same page, or else you have to have like 20 different starts. Like, all right, episode 2, 3, 2, 1, episode 57,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
And even- and even
'cause
then-
if you do it like Verve, it just does it automatically. That's what I'm saying. But also, you also have to think about bandwidth.
I was thinking ads.
Oh god.
Ads are random.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why on here there wouldn't be any ads, but at the same time, like I said,
Yeah.
buffering is still a thing.
Yeah, buffering is still a big problem. One of the big problems I had with because I don't think I've told this to the channel yet. I'm working on doing Yugi Week with Selena, which is the equivalent of Jaden. Almost did it again. Of Jaden, but it's like what we did with Yugi Week. So we're gonna do Jaden season 1 deck with like all his heroes. His season 2 deck with the Neospatians. Season 3, which is like a big gangbang of them all, and then we're gonna do his Supreme King deck, his season 4 deck, and then at the end of the week we're gonna have him duel you Bell. Now the hardest part of this is gonna be we don't know if we're gonna do 40 card decks or not. Yugi Week, that was 40 card decks entirely. Nothing wasn't 40 cards, and if it was, it had side decks. Like with his Battle City deck, we had Obelisk, Fiend Sanctuary, and Red Eyes in the side deck. For his Waking the Dragons deck, we actually forgot to show it in that video. He did have a side deck. It was like Hermos and Goddess Bow and stuff like that. But Jaden just plays so many different cards in those seasons that it's almost impossible to decide on do we do 40 cards or not? Because if we do 40 cards, we're gonna like
We have to cut out.
we're gonna have to cut out the entire Chrysalis engine, or we'll have to cut out the entire Elemental Hero engine, or just like giant chunks of the deck that are really important for that season that we'd have to just tear out, and I probably couldn't do. Like I've watched through season 4. That's how this like little tangent started. I was watching through season 4 to build his season 4 deck, because it is a sub only season. It's very difficult to watch because I have to pause it, look down at my phone, open a notepad, and type the card that just got played. All right, put it back down.
God.
I have to pay attention to the subbed, but then if it's a card that got drastically translated, I have to look up at it to make sure that that's that card.
So you have to go make sure it's the exact same.
Now, unlike watching it subbed, I watch it on Crunchyroll.
Ah.
Hey, if you watch
I
it
have
there,
to deal
then-
with ads.
Oh, if you
Ads
watch it
is
on
not-
Verve, I think what they do, I've noticed at least, because I remember that they'd have like different names for different cards, like
Yeah.
in anime and well, not anime, in Japanese and in English.
Yeah.
One thing that they do on here is that they actually just do the dub names straight up.
They do, yeah. That's what they do on
Verve.
Crunchyroll too. They have the
Oh, so they do that.
Yeah.
You just have to deal with ads and everything.
yeah.
as well.
But there are some cards like again, God Neos is still God Neos in the thing. But it's cool because I've literally watched season 4 so many times that when Jaden says a card in Japanese, I know what he's talking about. Like obviously there's obvious ones like Burst Lady, that's Burstinatrix. I think Featherman, I think that's what Avian's Japanese name
Yeah,
is.
Featherman,
But then there's
yeah.
cards like Code Change. That's an obvious one for me. I know what that one sounds like in Japanese now. But again, like watching through that whole season is really difficult because on this I think this is my 5th go through of season 4. I'm very quickly noticing very large plot holes that are very annoying to
Dude,
me.
if you watch season 4, period, you're just like, well, I thought it couldn't go downhill, but it just went crashing down, man.
No, I have a completely different opinion about season 4. I fucking love it. I think it's the best season of any Yu-Gi-Oh show ever.
Really?
Yep.
Season 4 of GX?
I was gonna say want to talk about plot holes. Go to the original
talking- wait,
Yu-Gi-Oh
what?
and go. Let's talk about
Let's talk about season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I lose track here? We are still talking about GX, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
talking
are.
GX season
We're
4.
still
I
talking
think
about
I think
GX,
it's the coolest season. Only because I think it's when Jaden gets to be the coolest.
Dude, don't get me wrong. I like it that for the fact of like one Jaden actually stepping up. That
Right,
thing,
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm talking more just like how all the characters got so side bitched and like
Yeah.
every other card is just like, well, apparently no one cares about the cards anymore except for Jaden and these 3 other
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, that's how this season's going. Also, just the feel of everything happening around was just, don't get me wrong, you want different for seasons, but this was just bad different.
Yeah.
Like, Jaden, yes, love it, but, God,
Yeah.
even he got a bit much at some points.
Yeah. I realize we're 30 minutes in and we haven't even finished the main topic of the... Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't
the
e-
legendary box.
We were talking legendary, and we just... See, this is why podcasts are so great. You can just go off on tangents and no one will remember you had an original point. You'll just...
Oh, God.
You just have conversations.
I feel like a lot of people just, whenever that happens, they're sitting there like, man, when am I going to get
Yeah,
this
when we're gonna get back.
answer?"
I feel like every time I'm watching like an RT podcast
Well,
and like Gavin
yes,
brings
no,
up
actually-
something stupid, and I'm just like, when are they gonna get back to Gavin's point?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We actually did technically go off of what we think it is. You said you think it's going to be
Yeah, yeah.
Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden, Cyrus, and then I said the third one would probably be either Chaz or it would be
Jesse?
Or, and I had this, I don't know why this idea came to mind just now, they could do the Darknesses deck
Oh, what you...
with like the Darkness traps.
Oh,
Like
you're talking about the actual
Darkness,
God,
yeah.
I don't know
Like
if
Night
I-
Shroud, the actual
Don't
dark.
get me wrong, those
Dark-
cards are cool. Those characters are not.
Yeah, Darkness 0, what is it? Darkness 0 and Infinity, and then Darkness is 1, 2, 3. The field spell Darkness, Darkness Eye,
God,
Darkness.
There's too many darkness cards
Yeah.
to keep up with, man. You're asking.
Darkness
you're asking
Eye,
one
Darkness
or all day.
Puppeteer.
I have to pull up like a
gosh.
list or
Darkness
something.
Slime. There's only one card of that entire
I-
kit that's actually been printed.
So here's the thing.
Oh God,
It's
seriously,
the
which
it's
card?
it's like the big one that does like double piercing that can attack twice and does piercing
Oh,
damage.
that I know who you're talking. I've seen that card. Oh,
Darkness
God.
Goliath is
I-
what I want to say its name is.
I cannot remember the name. I just remember whenever as soon as you said that card, the image came clear in my
Yeah,
head.
right. Yeah, and it's cool because
God.
it's, the image for the card art is actually taken straight. Is actually a screenshot of the thing when it was summoned, but I thought was pretty cool. But I feel like those trap cards are terrible.
God, are you kidding me?
As freaking overpowered as you think they would seem, they're really not.
I know. It's
'Cause,
because
I was just going to say, in the end, you can keep talking about like how terrible and everything they are. I think no matter, in the end, if they do choose something, they'll probably go Chaz, if they do that route.
This is true.
makes you feel like when they're doing those traps though, it's like it almost feels like the villain is just bullshitting, like
Yeah.
writing these cards up as it happens.
As Merrick goes to summon Ron, he's like, all right, what kind of new effect can I fuck with him this time?
Exactly.
You know what? I just realized that the dueling book is literally originally Yu-Gi-Oh. You can just do whatever the fuck you want and just hope your opponent doesn't call you out for it. No, my Raw definitely has 5,000 different attack points. Different attack points.
So if Jesus, as long as Jesus doesn't know if I make a new card and it's in color, and I can say it's a real card.
Do you realize I'm gonna?
Me and Selena made Jay a custom card, but we printed it in black and white.
When did
'cause
they start doing custom cards? That was so, it wasn't long
think-
ago,
I think,
but
yeah.
it wasn't that early.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't too long ago, but it definitely wasn't super early in the game either.
Yeah.
No, I feel like at least a year ago.
At
tops.
least, yeah. No, definitely longer than a year.
Has it been a
think
year?
For sure. Oh, definitely. Those Orc websites have been up for years,
I
dude.
mean, how long? Has
Well,
it been
no, I'm
around?
saying like at least no, I mean like are we talking about like ones you can actually like design and like copy, or like ones that are already out there? Which one are we talking about?
I'm just talking about like custom cards in general.
Oh,
Can I talk about the fact? Okay, so there's a website called Orca Mistress, and they have a thing where you can make a card. You can choose to make it common, ultra, gold, or secret, and it actually looks really good. But doesn't matter what kind of card you're making, it's always $60.
What?
I found that to be insane. Found another website. They charge you $3.97 for a common, $5.97 for an ultra, and I was like, that's such a more like
reasonable price.
that's such a reasonable price compared to
$60.
$60.
What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with the $60 one was the options were very clear on how to do it. With the with the like the $5 one, if you when you got to like the monster type, you could literally type in demon and it would come up, and when you got the card, it would say demon instead of like fiend or some shit like that. Like you could.
Oh, you had one where
you
can
had
literally.
complete customization over what that thing
Oh,
said.
yeah.
And that made it incredibly hard to make the card because I was so unclear. Like, okay, what does it want me to like? Does it? And like you would have to type up like dark.
Oh yeah, you
But,
have to type
but the computer,
everything.
but the computer wouldn't know whether to make it a dark type unless you put it in all caps.
Yeah.
Here's an archetype I want them to fucking print from GX4: Clears.
Oh,
God.
Clear
no.
World, Clear Rage Golem. Okay, Clear World and Clear Vice Dragon and Clear World are the only clear cards that exist to this day. And I think there's such a cool
There are
archetype.
actual clear cards that exist. I thought that was just a like.
You want to see Clear World? I have it in my binder.
Oh God.
I have Clear World in my binder. It punishes you for playing types, and it's really cool. Or
I
attributes.
actually like that card.
So,
I actually like
the
it.
actual clear monsters. They say that they don't count as shit, right?
Clear Vice Dragon's effect. So the actual Clear Vice Dragon's effect says, this card is face up on the field, it is you. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. But in the anime, the clear monsters just didn't have an
Oh,
attribute.
so it's just like blank.
They were just blank, yes.
I thought they all just had the effect of they don't count for shit.
Yeah, no, they just didn't have attributes at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's just a blank. I'm imagining what that would look like in my head.
It's really weird, right? Like you're like something's missing here.
Exactly.
There's like so much negative space up in this corner now.
It's not. I mean, like if it's just an empty circle or even just like empty parenthesis, maybe. But I'm just thinking blank straight up.
Yeah. But
That looks cool.
what's that?
Oh, sorry. That was just.
Oh, Clear World and Clear Vice Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jay,
was.
you haven't watched season 4, huh?
No,
She hasn't seen GX, has you? Have you?
I've seen up to season 3.
You've seen
Okay.
all the dub essentially.
No, you haven't finished season 3. Last episode of season 3 is not dubbed.
I watched it in sub.
Which one counts as last episode of season 3?
It's the episode after they all come back.
where they're just all
the first
crying
episode
about
of
Jaden.
the first episode of the last episode of season 3 is the episode where it ends with Jaden coming back doing that stupid smile and being like, "It's shrimp day, right?" And then that's the end of the episode.
Yeah,
That-
that made me.
that
cringe.
smile-
And-
It's so weird.
Yeah, seriously.
He turns, tilts his head, does the close-eyed smile, but it's like open mouth and it's really weird looking.
It's like he's trying to be himself from back in season 1,
No.
but in reality, he's already got
Yeah.
the hell.
In reality, he's emoted. Yeah, in reality, he's already.
with you, and
Yeah.
all that.
Didn't there were a bunch of guys that didn't come back from that dimension, weren't there?
Oh God, what do you mean like a bunch of guys?
Like I know Bastion stayed.
Yeah, he stayed for sure.
Adrian Gecko just didn't come back.
Adrian.
The guy who played Exodia, but he played the Cloudians first.
Oh God, what did happen to that guy?
I remember
think
he
I
lost to
think-
Ubel. That's all I remember. He lost to Ubel.
Yeah, I know. I don't think. Well, actually.
No, didn't Ubel do something to him? She was like, you know what? I'll give you a special kind of hell or something like that. I remember her doing something to him. She was like,
dub maybe. I watched it recently though. I think he just got sent to he died like
Sent to the
sent
stars.
Yeah, the dub says sent to the stars. No,
Yeah.
it's just set in the sub. They say straight up dead.
Yeah.
They say dead, and I like that better.
The word Shadow Realm does not exist in the Japanese dub of original Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really, what do they call it? Just
Hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just dead.
Yami Merrick looks over to Cabin and goes, "I'll send you to the Shadow Realm." Japanese dub, go to hell.
Wow.
Go to hell.
I like that.
Wow. That means Bakura literally sent Pegasus to hell.
The sun god of Ra will send you to hell. Is I think is an exact line from the Japanese dub.
So that means in
Wow,
the
that's
Japanese
great.
dub, that means Bakura literally sent Pegasus to
Dude, in the
hell.
Japanese dub, Bakura pulls the eye away from
I
Pegasus
know,
and
and
it's
he kills
covered in
him.
blood.
It makes
I
me
know.
regret that the only season I haven't seen sub because I watched it entirely.
Yeah.
It was the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. It's a lot less cringier, surprisingly.
It's what?
It's a lot less cringier.
I'm
Watching
sure
in
it's-
Japanese.
I watched it when I was like 12, so there was no cringe for me.
Can we talk about how fucking awesome all the Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh openings are?
God, yes.
They're so good, dude.
It made me so sad because with Zexal, I kind of liked the first opening of the dubbed, but then
I-
the second of the dubbed came out, I was like,
Can we
man,
talk?
it's trashed.
Can we all agree that the
The-
opening for 5D's dub is fucking brilliant?
Dubbed?
It's really good. The opening for 5D's dub,
Yeah.
really good.
Give
What's
me
the song
all
called?
this
Hyperdrive?
Yeah, I think.
Really good.
Hyperdrive, something like that, right?
Yo,
Jay?
you know
How
what?
fast
Makes me feel alive. Copyright strikes.
Copyright strikes, yeah.
No, we're good. I think we're allowed to sing. But
I think we can sing so it's
you can
like
sing, no, it's
background.
I remember I heard this. You can sing if it's word for word for 5 seconds straight. I believe I think if as long as it's really good, it's like do you
Word
feel
by
threatened?
word for
Just-
5 seconds? What?
No, it's
like if we sing the song perfectly for like 5 seconds, we're just gonna there it is done.
no, it's like over 5 seconds, and then Konami feels threatened by you, they can copyright.
Oh.
Yeah, Konami's gonna feel threatened by me.
God
It's like
damn.
by your perfect singing.
Yeah. Oh
So-
god, yeah.
I am
Speaking of-
desperately searching for this thing. There it is, the go-kart. He's not a fusion in that. He's not fused. It's just Clayman.
Where do you see the fusion? Where do you see the card?
Look, Clayman right there. Go-kart.
Right, where do you see the card though?
Go-kart?
The card isn't under him though.
You know what? What's it called? I'm gonna look it up.
Clay Charger.
Clay Charger.
Anyways,
Oh,
let's-
I didn't even think
Go
of
in-
searching.
go
back to legendary decks.
Yeah.
Speaking of 5Ds, another cool idea I thought of was legendary deck. This is what I thought the hero decks were going to be. I thought it was going to be Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei.
Yugi, Jaden, Yusei.
Like the three iconic,
Yeah,
the Bonds Man Time heroes.
No, I was just thinking about that and like, man, yeah, but I feel like Brains is getting popular. To the
That's
point where
true.
they
Well,
want
I was
to include
thinking,
that.
I was thinking they could do original Yugi, or they could. We know what they could do because they've already done Yugi so much. They could do Jaden, Yusei, Yuma, or Yuma.
Yuma? Are you
Yuma
talking
is
about
Zexal, right?
Are you talking? Yeah, Zexal. Yeah, it's Yuma.
Yeah, Yuma. Then they could do. Well, I guess they couldn't because they were down a protagonist, huh?
He's what?
I said because then we're down a protagonist because it's always 3 decks. So I guess you could do Yugi, Jaden, Yusei, and then Yuma,
I don't
Yuya,
know.
and
Here's the problem though. 2/3 of that box, I could see a lot of people being like,
we already had this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've already got a million Yugi decks.
Oh yeah, there's so many Yugi decks out there now.
We kind of already got a Yuya Sakaki deck. Not really. But people will still bitch.
So I'm gonna go off what you said in the beginning about when you said about the opening.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole tin,
Yes.
that was an amazing tin.
The tin?
Yes.
The
I love
opening,
it.
like me opening the tins.
I like the the Jaden tin.
Okay, yeah, no,
He's-
he's referencing back at the beginning of the podcast. I was talking about the opening video I made for Duel Power. I didn't buy 2 Duel Powers because my brother bought the other one, so I bought a Jaden Yugi Mega Tin. I pulled a Saryuja Skull Dragon out of it.
one guy over at the the tournaments that I would go to down in SoCal, Temecula. That guy, he bought like 20 of them or something.
Saryujas or the tins?
No, of the box, Duel Power.
Wow. Oh, Duel Power, yeah.
Yeah, he bought.
Oh yeah,
he
no,
had,
yeah.
like, he just had a bag full of like, friggin' what was it? Field mats.
Oh,
It was like
the game boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game, I mean, I call them field mats
Yeah.
just because of the fact that like right here, game board, I think Monopoly
Yeah.
immediately. But he has had a like to the point where he'd just give them to a kid if they didn't have like a mat or whatever because he didn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, I think Arron was just doing the same thing with you guys, right? He was like, if you guys just want him, you can have him.
I think he just gave one of Jesus.
Yeah, he gave one to Jesus.
He's just, why the hell would you want that? Don't get me wrong, if it's for collection, sure, but why would you want that?
Are you one of those guys who doesn't like game boards?
No, I like game boards.
Okay.
I don't field things. I'm just saying, like, Jesus, why would you want? It makes sense that they both are like, yeah, we both grab one, but Jesus specifically.
You know why? It's because Jesus is butthurt. He still can't find Duel Power.
That's actually one of the reasons.
See,
God damn, dude.
part of me wants to actually try to get your actually Joey mat off you, or the mat off you.
Matt?
Like Joey.
Your board, sorry.
Oh, the
That
game- oh, the
is
Joey
not-
game board?
You'll have to go talk to Josh about that. He has that.
Anyway,
What were you saying?
going back to what I was saying.
Yeah, what was you
I
saying?
could get it from Josh if you want it.
Going back to what I was saying. That was an amazing tin. I got one of those and a Yusei.
Right?
Jaden was, mwah. I was like,
Yeah, I found
Yusei though,
There you go.
utter
There it is. Hit
shit.
play.
All right, let's see it. I'm pretty sure it's a fusion.
Clayman comes out.
Summer Out Clayman.
Yep. And he
I think it was
plays
just a
the
trap
thing.
card.
See,
Mud Max, that was the card's name.
See? It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
looked it
card.
up for the going off of that. Yeah, I did not
Not
see a
fusion.
fusion for that.
Wait till it's on the dual disc.
Wait till he just showed us the card, flared it at us. That's
It was
how
a
you
trap
work.
card.
He showed the
Oh,
spell
okay.
card.
There's a trap card. What?
The one I pulled up was a trap card.
You pulled up Clay Charger, which was the one where he like gets the aura.
Oh yeah, no, that's Clay Rap.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah.
Rap. I thought that was also a quick pair. Now, okay, this is very. I do not understand what.
Let's agree, original GX isn't that good. Like OG, like good, like basic first gen GX isn't too good.
cards, or did we talk about the show?
The show.
Oh, the show.
Just the show continuity
Yeah,
isn't-
that was. I feel
Half
like
the
I
show
like-
was filler.
I feel like 2 and 3 better.
Yeah, I definitely like 3 a lot better.
Bottom line, Yusei's 10 was utter shit. Bottom line.
I think we bought Garrett a UC tin before he left for Texas the first time, like when he was actually going to Texas.
Is Garrett the guys who you guys took me down to, like his house or whatever?
No,
No,
that was
we
the
got-
one you met over at. Was that
Like that one late
TJ?
night. That one late night when I was here, we went to Red Robin,
Red Robin? Yeah, there we go.
the Blue Eyes guy.
God, there were too many people there for me to remember.
Do you remember the guy that played the guy that played
The other
Blue
guy
Eyes?
who played Blue Eyes.
I don't think I got to play against any of that.
No, you didn't get to play.
I just kind of came there. I was like, hey, I want to play. I got to play one round in a 3-way. It wasn't even with everyone.
Yeah, that was my first time meeting Corbin, right?
Yeah, because you asked me about XZs.
That's right,
That's
right, 'cause I was
the XZs expert. Thanks, guys. That really helped.
Yeah, these guys. That's why I call you the man, the myth, the legend. These guys hyped you up so much that that's just your name now. You're the man, the myth, the legend.
Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of XZs in terms of ranking up, just different things, but everyone's kind of learned that, especially with my fucking rank up getting abused the shit out of it. Now I'll either get banned and I'll have a Phantom Knights deck that you can't run it in, or it'll be limited and I'll be like, well, Corbin Helm's my hero now.
Or, and hear me out here.
Yeah.
You play a different deck.
I have different decks. I just like my Phantoms
I've never
best.
seen you play anything other than Phantom Knights.
He does.
He does.
Show me. Prove it.
He's actually played. He has a multiple. He plays.
Speaking of which,
He has
We're gonna wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, I want to see proof that he has another deck.
He has 3 decks.
I've got, let's see, here's my Link deck. This is just
Let's see
sleeves. Synchro deck, not complete yet, and my Fusion deck. Cole, just because
Oh, you would play Salamangreats.
No, I just have that because they interested me, and also because that one XZs actually kind of reminds me of Break Sword.
This is the new zoo, so I can get that. That's fine.
Yeah, I just got it because I was like, I want to do Cyberse, but I don't really want to do Cyberse. And then when I heard these guys were Cyberse, I was like, well, that's winner. That's my
This
Synchro.
this is the one that's not finished yet.
Yeah.
Ew,
I
this isn't
just got
sleeved.
4 cards. What?
Oh, that's because I
They
stole
were
his sleeves.
Yeah, he stole them.
I stole his sleeves.
I gave
That's a
them to
lot
him
of Starving Venom Fusion Dragons.
I stole his sleeves.
Oh, you do play Predaplants. That wasn't a lie.
What? That was
This is like 60 card Predaplants? What is this?
Yeah, it's a 60 card prayer plane. You kidding me?
Why?
Because it works, surprisingly.
It actually does.
There's a Battle Fusion in this deck, and I'm not happy about it.
What's wrong with Battle Fusion?
Everything.
What's wrong with Battle Fusion? Explain.
Too slow.
Oh, God.
There is a card in this deck. It's actually a. I like how I'm critiquing him right now, but I'm about to say like the most counterproductive thing ever. The card that he has in this deck, Rose Paladin, very key essential part of Mushroom Man Turbo.
I have not heard of this one.
Yeah, I'll send you a deck list later.
All right, yeah.
It's,
I'll just do that.
Send it to me when he sends it to you.
I'll send it to you and you send it to him.
Okay, cool. Because
I don't think I have any way. I don't think I have any way to like message Corbin.
No, you don't. I've been
This is
dying
the
to
first
look at this
I'm
deck.
actually gonna have
What time is it?
pendulums in it. Well, 2 pendulums, like 3.
5:31.
All right. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. I think we more or less had a pretty decent podcast. I think we covered our primary topic like for
For a few minutes. And
like
then
5
just
minutes, yeah. And
tangents
then we just talked about how much we love Yu-Gi-Oh, like how much we love the Yu-Gi-Oh show, but.
I almost feel like it's my fault that I psyched you
No,
real
no,
bad.
no.
No. This is the kind of this is why I do podcasts, is because of conversations like that where we'll all start something and then we'll just completely forget that one thing was a thing that we were talking about and then it'll just go off on tangents. I love
just
that.
hope we answered it enough because I feel like.
Oh no, we answered enough.
Oh, yeah.
We
No.
actually had an actual answer.
Yeah,
I mean, we gave like.
talked about what I think the legendary deck should be. We had a couple different options what it should be. Granted, it's never going to be those.
Synchro, by the way, is nowhere near done. It's not even 40 cards yet because they're
Wow.
still coming in the mail.
Oh wow, Speedroids, that's nice.
Yeah, I got stuck with the Archvies when I wanted to do my synchros and all that, just because they run so much like Phantom Knights.
Poor
Actually
man.
looks a little thicker than I thought, Wes.
It's because I just got some more cards in. Like,
He's
do not
big.
just you see all these empty? I was opening them in front of you.
Thick.
These are all the ones that were carrying cards.
Corbin,
in the
I
mail.
told you I had 2 hours of sleep last night, alright? So leave me alone.
All right.
Why
I'm
didn't
gonna.
you just take a nap or
Are
something?
we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap it up before we reach 50 minutes and the phone crashes or some random shit like that. That's usually what happens when we get this long into a recording. I'm impressed it's gone past 45. So thank you guys so much for watching this pod, or listening. I don't know why I always say watch. I think it's because I'm used to saying watching.
Hey,
Thank you
some
guys.
people have been staring at their phone. You don't know.
What, the black screen?
The black
Yeah,
screen?
why not?
Maybe.
I want to look into the darkness.
There you go. Thank you guys so much for listening. Fuck. It's like me saying Jaden over and over again when I'm trying to talk about, or it's like me saying Yugi when I'm trying to talk about Jaden.
This is a long ass ending.
It is. It really is. It really is. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of TCG Cardcast. I'd like to thank Jay, Jesus, obviously Arron, and Corbin for showing up for this podcast.
I mean, you say show up. I just kind of was. Jay was like,
you just kind of
hey,
dragged
he's
in,
here. And then like,
yeah.
Cole was like, he's here.
I'm allowed to drag people.
Yeah.
Welcome here.
You
No,
didn't
you're in
drag
now.
me. Cole dragged me in.
No, I said you're here
Brought me in. But
No,
then,
Jay brought him over, and then I kind of lassoed him in.
Yeah, he lasted me. He's like, hey, now Corbin's here. I'm like, well, I'm part of the podcast now.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to check out, or if you
You
guys
said watch it.
shut up. If you guys want to check out our character deck profiles for our Duel Power opening, I will put a link in the upper right hand corner and in the lower left hand corner. And if you guys want to subscribe on the spot, make sure you hit the button in the center of the screen so you guys are subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you're notified next time we upload on this channel. Comment section, tell us what you want to see next. Discord, Patreon, all in the description. This has been Cole,
Jay.
Jesus.
Corbin, apparently.
and Aaron. Peace out, guys.